our director. I can move the eyeball. Like, I need this for animation. The room, so I'm just gonna. I can think of like two. You can go bald.
Damn, that's a well sculpted nose.
Helen is like coming to Sheridan to like kind of speak to us. I believe she's like a viz dev artist for K-pop Demon Hunters. I believe she's gonna show us some of her work for the movie. I'm gonna be wearing like Uggs or something because do you like my duck socks? They're like, do you see it? Haha. Sorry. I'm gonna be wearing Uggs because it's like snowing outside, but that's it for today.
For me, I actually grew up more of an anime kid than anything else. Like, I was where I come from, and then the promise of what that modern day K-pop. And when I first started on the project too, I took the first 2 months or so to kind of just do paintings. I was really drawn to the beginning of the movie, the prologue. But sometimes I'm like choosing this really subtle. I'm like, reviews of that.
Maybe lead to something.
Yeah. Obviously, she has a page with all of the call-outs from all the materials and all the messages. Don't know yet. So is there a fun way in their set when they're singing for that to be apparent? So you get the glimpses of the demon markings, but then also the entire set changes colors. And we wanted it to be like this surreal moment where we're tapping into like music video mode. I don't know how many 3D artists worked on this and how they built Soul, but it was pretty crazy. I think most of it comes with like geographical information based as a starting point. This actually was not used to pitch the climax costumes. And then I have and this is a no makeup look, but I have a video here of like what all of that looks like. So this is where our chart started. I think this plays. And then it turns into these models. So look and texture, turn around, like, and this isn't even all of it, but it's quite a few.
So there's actually some overlap between the design process and getting into modeling.
Oh yeah, as PD and our director with Scott, like from the drawing of these characters to these packets, we're with ImageWorks the entire way. So ImageWorks made this movie, but we would review everything in asset reviews. Me and Scott would do drawovers if necessary or paintovers. Very often we would turn something over and then they would be like, and then in turnover, sorry, I'm using like production terms, but like in turnover when ImageWorks is ingesting all of this art, we'll actually ask questions and be like, listen, attention movies is so high and there can be so much detail. Like you want to try and answer so much of those up front, but it's like impossible. So you work with them to be supplementing. And so this is the 78 or whatever that they were talking about that they tracked for the characters. And this is crazy because if you, like when I worked on Raya, I think Raya has like 4 variants and like one of them is like, she's just wet. So it's like to have this amount of design and like have to track across sequences was really like, this is honestly, I don't think you guys understand how crazy this is. And then we also wanted to do chibi, which is like another concept that's like a kind of like a thing for anime. It's a thing that they do. But this is actually one of the paintings I did to pitch that Jerky could actually travel through the Han moon. Like what if you like knocked down one of those tiger statues? And then this is what it looks like a little bit composited in and what the extra sparks and effects. And then the shot.
How many 2D effects artists are on that team?
I can think of like 2 right off the bat on my head, but it's all, ImageWorks manages their own crew and their own casting. So I can remember there's one, I think his name is �î𝚒𝚐𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑 and then there is at least another, like 1 or 2 more, but there was a lot of like 2D, 3D hybrid effects and ImageWorks teaching how the climate could feel. That so many ideas ended up sticking, and I really loved how it goes from this magenta. We use magenta and red in the movie to represent 𝚘𝚒𝚘𝚗 and the demon world or something, you know? But no, you really have to lean on, like, be open to being wrong, you know? Like, and be open that somebody always has something to teach you, and that you can always learn.
So, another update. This is how Kai is looking so far. But like, he is a bit different from the original sketch. Just because like a 2D sketch is not going to translate directly into a 3D model. I was working on his outfit. So his shirt, his sleeves, pants, and then now I'm kind of working on the shoes. These are just rough block-ins and they're pretty much just like panels right now. It's a one-sided plane. But I'm gonna extrude it later, make it thicker, and then I'm just gonna be doing more details and things like that, but that's gonna come just a little bit later. Yeah, so this is just how he's looking so far. I'm gonna be doing the hair next after I finish with the shoes, and hopefully I can wrap this up sooner or later. I also have a shoe. So it's a clean shoe, okay? Like, this shoe is new. I haven't worn this out and about. I just need to see the actual item so I know how to model it. So hence the shoe on my desk. Okay, so the goal for today is to finish as much modeling as I can. She is once again behind. The 3 days that I went out, like, literally wiped me out. So I'm just gonna be working on this for the most part. I'm starting on the kitsune mask. I'm kind of focusing on making more of like the figurines, that type of thing. Like the figurines over here, because these are gonna take a hot minute just because they're a little bit more detailed than the rest of the room. So I'm just gonna try to finish up these little things as fast as possible. I also have Death Note running in the background because, you know me, I just need like a show in the background. This is just what I'm gonna be working on. Wow, my hair actually looks so puffy. So today is Tuesday. I do have a bit more to do besides modeling from like the clip you saw before. I've just been working on Kai's room, trying to get it done. He just has so many small little components that I have to like kind of model out, which is just taking me a long time, but it's okay. I think I have found a composer. We are just still communicating and just trying to figure things out and trying to solidify things a little bit more, but I think I have a composer in mind. I had a couple voice actors reach out to me saying that they were interested in doing the voice acting for Kai, so I'm gonna have to come up with the audition for that, and I want to send that out today. I did get the first version of my rig back from my rigger. There are a little bit of issues just because it is a first pass, but it's looking so cool. It's so nice to see Kai being rigged up and he can move, so that has been really nice. This is how Kai's rig is looking so far. He does deform a little weird. There's a face panel over here that they made, which is so helpful. I didn't even know that they were gonna do that. I can move the eyeball and stuff. It looks a little janky and like a little weird, but this is like, I need this for animation. Like, he can kind of lift his arm. Myself, like, yeah, like the white painting is a little weird, but they did warn me that that could happen. He can go bald like that. So like, yeah, the white painting is a little weird. but I feel like it's looking pretty cool so far. It's really nice to see. So I just need to do a couple poses and send screenshots, I believe, to my rigger just to show them what's working, what's not working, and what needs to be fixed. And then hopefully I can start animation sometime in December. Or I want to start doing a little bit of biz dev and stuff like that. Let me scooch back. So it's Wednesday, so I have lecture today. We don't know who the guest speaker is. Yeah, we're just gonna go to lecture and see what's up. And then we're probably gonna head to labs to work on our thesis film just a little bit. And then after labs, we have our mentor meeting. I haven't been to mentor meeting in a hot minute, so I don't even know what we're doing. But yeah, I've just been working on modeling. I'm a week behind, so I'm just trying to catch up. Literally carrying my whole life. Yay. Oh, and how it doesn't look like it's in the same world.
Damn, he has a well sculpted nose. Sorry.
I know. That's why I'm like, I should kind of copy it more. No.
I just think this one might be a little bit too angular.
Too angular?
It kind of reminds me of Moana, you know.
Swirl. Yes. Like the Fender.
Guys can clone yourselves and have a slave self.
God.
I love this. I like the soft look that you have.
Thank you. This is like very roughly lit. It's just so you can see stuff, but oh, thank you.
So cute.
Yeah.
Have
Stylized.
2 out of my 3 sets
out of
roughly
your
done. Trophy. Yeah, he might be a little massive. I will make it a little smaller. It is a little,
But I mean, if it had some.
but it's okay.
That's so nice.
Oh, thank you. The restaurant, I think it took me a week-ish. Kai's room took the longest because he just has a lot of little knickknacks. I think that took me 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Bro,